Hi Lucas, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on our lesson this afternoon. So just run through a couple of bits after the first lesson. We're looking to try and get this club head to sort of hinge a little bit earlier and not go so far behind us. We can see here at this frame here the club hasn't hinged, the arms are extending away from the body, and we can see the club head's going a bit behind. You can look here at Justin Rose. You'll see here as he's at that same position, his club head has started to hinge through his right forearm, as we can see there. If we look at yours, it doesn't really hinge until we get to about here, and it's still a little bit late. So I gave you the feeling of just standing against a wall, and that see there, that will just get you to feel like the club hinges a little bit earlier. And let that right elbow fold into the body. That's another really good feeling of getting the club to hinge early. We can see also when we get to the top of your swing, it's still a little bit deep. You know, I want to see this club, these hands a little bit more in line with his shoulder here. If we look at Rose at the top of his swing, for me, you can see his hands are a little bit more in front of him at the top of the swing compared to you. Otherwise, it's a good swing there, Lucas, but I just don't like how it gets there because it starts your downswing slightly incorrect. So we look at Rose here, he's in a beautiful position there. And all we're going to see with Justin is that his club's going to fall a little bit more on this line. So if we look at Rose there, we can see there as he starts down, his hands are trying to fall behind him, and as a result of that, we can see the shaft of the club is slotting right through that forearm. If we look at yours, we're going to see the club work this way too much, or the hands and arms, and we can see it just gets a little bit steep coming down, and it changes your spine angle. If we look at your spine now, I mean, look how rounded that is compared to your setup. Okay, so that's nowhere near. If we just change the colour of that, that's your spine there. Okay, if we look at Rose, draw a line on his spine. Okay, and we look at him at the same position as you on the way down, you can see his spine has not changed at all, and that's purely because his arms have come down on a more behind him line as opposed to yours, and that's making your footwork and everything a little bit active, Lucas. So what I want to see really is that this club, like I said, just stays in front of the body a little bit more going up. Hands and arms get a little bit more in front, and then on the way down, I really want to see these arms trying to drop a little bit more this way behind us to get that club head a little bit more on a better line coming in. Because here we can see the blades a little bit open, and then we've got to flick at it quite hard to square the face up. So if we look at Rose again, coming down, he's in a beautiful position there. He turns onto it. Look how passive his legs are compared to yours. We can see, like I said, his spine angle is pure as you like there for me, and then from there he just turns hard through it to hit his little tiny cut. So let's just work on that for me, Lucas. Just stand behind a fence or a tree behind us, try and miss it on the way up, hit it on the way down, get them lines a little bit tidier. We can work on the pelvis and the spine next time, and going to turn you into an awesome player.